Welcome to our college basketball wrap. There's no question Michigan State was the sentimental favorite of the tournament, especially when the Spartans got to Detroit. But OC, that championship game had less suspense and drama than a Jim Calhoun press conference.
Yeah, I don't think many people lasted past halftime in that one. It looked like the stage was a little too big for the Spartans, and they got out of character, especially with the turnovers and the ball handling and the forced shots, and they were out of the game before they knew it.
But that's a good North Carolina team, committed to come back and win it all after the disappointment from last year's tourney.
Tremendous North Carolina team. Reminded me of the 05 team that beat the Badgers in Syracuse and went on to win the national title. A lot of veteran players on a mission. I think Roy Williams was on a mission because in that first championship he won without somebody else's players. This time Roy Williams won with his players.
And maybe he finally deserves full credit for winning it all.
Absolutely. I mean, Roy Williams has been a terrific coach. He obviously had the big game issues, and now he's won 2 titles in 5 years, so that stamps his credentials.
So the next question, what's next for the Spartans? I would expect Michigan State and Purdue to be the co-favorites again next season in the Big Ten.
Absolutely. Depending on who departs, and there's always a surprise departure or two. Both teams have a lot back. Purdue has everybody back, and Michigan State has most of the key players back from a team that reached the national final. I think they're head and shoulders above the rest of the Big Ten at this point.
Well, Sparty has to replace Goran Suton, really good rebounder, clutch at post. Also, Travis Walton, who was the best defender in the Big Ten this year. But when you take a look at what Tom Izzo returns, all 4 guards in the backcourt, including the starters, Kalen Lucas and Jarrell Summers. And then on the front line, you expect a lot of growth from Delvon Rowe, along with Raymar Morgan and Draymond Green. Plus, they recruited Mr. Basketball in Michigan, Derek Nix.
Yeah, I think inside is their issue for next season. They had Suton, who tended to disappear at times, but he was a big man. He's 6'10", and he was a fifth-year senior, and he was a big, strong guy in the middle. That'll be the toughest thing to replace.
Who knows? Maybe the Spartans will make the same commitment as the Tar Heels did after being disappointed in the championship game. Will they commit to get back to the Final Four? This one being held in Indianapolis? We'll find out.
I'm guessing Tom Izzo's already held that discussion with him.
One of the things we've grown accustomed here to is Wisconsin being in the mix, regardless of the returning personnel for Bo Ryan.
Absolutely, and I think they'll be right back in the mix next year. They finished 4th this year, and we considered it a down year. Well, if that's a down year, a lot of schools should be that lucky. And I think they have a chance to be a little bit better next year. There's some young players in the system, a couple who redshirted, who I think have the potential to grow into legitimate players next year and impact the team.
Both Jared Bergeron and Rob Evans just have to find a way to fit into the system. I really like the returning guards. When you take a look at Trayvon Hughes at the point, Jason Bohannon at the 2, Jordan Taylor and Rob Wilson both got a little experience this year.
Absolutely, and go right down the line. Keaton Nankivell got experience. Tim Jarmus got experience. I expect Nankivell to take a big step up next year.
Ditto for maybe John Lure. It could be the X factor.
Absolutely. I think if there's anybody on the team that the pro scouts are at least keeping a little eye on, it's John Lure. He's got some real abilities. He's got some areas he has to shore up, but he could become a big factor.